amazing landscapes of Dinaric Alps, vast open spaces, blooming wild gardens, beautiful scenic roads, original free mountain hats, some of them with electricity, national roads in unusual technical condition with no bridges. Welcome to Extremely Low-Cost Travels, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Part 1. The current trip is a distance of about 2,500 kilometers to cover. In this episode we will see picturesque Vysočica mountain range, amazing scenic roads through the mountains, meadows of crocuses, unusual places to spend nights, and beautiful river canyons. The long May weekend is a great opportunity to go on a wild expedition to foreign mountains. Before we start the trip, we have to buy some cheap food. But if you want to go up road, in the spring of 2022, you will have to take part in the greatest medical experiment of the 21st century. You have to get vaccinated with poorly tested vaccine against a flu-like disease. You can do it in the same supermarket where you bought your jars of food. Now, as no threat to the humanity, you'll be allowed to cross the country border. This time our goal is the Vysočica mountain range in Bosnia and Herzegovina. The road from Poland goes through Slovakia, Hungary and Croatia. And finally we can cross the Bosnian border. The country welcomes us with the winding mountain roads. Soon we pass Sarajevo. And in the afternoon we finally reached mountain ranges south of Sarajevo. The local valleys invite visitors with lush greenery of early spring. Let's go! We have to discover 3 mountain huts in these mountains. The goal for today is to get to the shelter Bivak Zoran Simic in Vysočica mountains. Several roads lead to the Vysočica mountain range. Some of them are in quite a good condition, and some could be in better shape. But the most important thing is that these mountains can be easily reached by an ordinary city car. And it is the ease of getting to these mountains that makes them more popular every year. Fortunately, the tourist infrastructure is not yet developed here, and commercial activity has not arrived here yet. The road we follow leads to beautiful areas which almost beg to be better explored. It's time for a stop to admire such amazing views. This place is located at an altitude of about 1500 meters above sea level, and we are surrounded here by over 1800 meters high mountains. The peak straight ahead is named Sveni Kuk. If you look in the opposite direction, you can see Buzin Peak. And to the west you can find Vysočica mountain. leads up towards the pass. Let's see what views await us there. Even though it's almost May, in the higher altitudes the winter hasn't gone for good. Vysočica mountain range is a really beautiful place. It looks especially amazing from the bird's eye view. It's time to go further to explore the central part of mountain range. In this altitude of about 15 to 1800 meters above sea level, snow can remain for a long time. In early spring, it might be impossible to drive through here. We got to a place where we have to leave the car. Even from the road, you can admire beautiful landscapes from around. And at the end of April, you can find here purple signs of coming spring. The crocuses. The environment here is so beautiful that we couldn't refuse ourselves a few more aerial shots. Geologically, Vysočica mountain range is a part of the Naric Alps. It is formed largely of the sedimentary rock, mostly limestone and dolomite. It's getting late. We have to find the trail leading to Zoram Simic mountain hat. From the road, it's easy to find the beginning of the trail. The sun is almost setting. Going on a trail at this time may not be a very good idea. but I don't want to sleep in the car. We have to find this hat. It should be no more than 3 kilometers from here. We can see the path on the snow, but no trail markings. After a while, we can no longer see almost anything. Our only hope to get to the hat is the GPS map. And the map was right. I guess we made it. I hope it's open. Yes, it is. It's really comfortable here. Time for supper and good night. Another day has come. Low altitude morning clouds will soon disappear. It's going to be a beautiful day. Time to stand up and to look around. Finally, we can see what an unusual hat we stayed in. Now we have an opportunity to see the vicinity of the place we spent the night. Yesterday we couldn't see anything because we got there at night. Limestone rocks emerging from patches of snow give the local landscape a unique character. The Zoran Simic cabin is a unique construction. It's the only cabin in the Vysočita mountains, and it's free and open for all hikers. The bivouac was built in the year 2019 with a lot of volunteer work and with limited financial support from the Bosnian Federal Ministry of Tourism. The cabin's unconventional shape, with a base of small area, was designed to avoid destructive terrain excavation. Inside you have an area of 14 square meters to use. And the cabin is capable of hosting of about 9 to 12 hikers. Big rectangle windows were placed on both sides of the cabin to provide striking views over the landscapes. At the beginning of May, when the first signs of spring appear, there aren't many hikers around. You can have all these landscapes almost to your own exclusiveness. There are some places nearby where you can find graves or other historical landmarks. The beauty of these mountains is amazing. The most spectacular sceneries can be seen from the bird's eye view. Let's enjoy them! Time passes by quickly. Soon we'll have to go back to our car. But first, it's time for a meal. It's not an easy task to make a fire in a place where there's no wood. Fortunately, we found a few sticks. It's always good to have a cold meal. Let's make an entry in the guest book. Then we have to go back. I'm gonna miss these beautiful landscapes. But before we get to our car, these amazing sceneries will accompany us for some time. In the lower altitudes, there are many signs of coming spring. You can meet here crocuses in large numbers. Finally, a road and a parking place. Our plan for the rest of the day is to get to Lukomir village, the highest and the most remote village in the entire country. I'm afraid our small city car can't handle the task in early spring when there is a lot of snow in higher altitudes. But let's try to get there. Lukomir is located in Bielašnica mountain range and there are a few ways to get there. First, we'll try the route through Umoljani village. The local roads here are very scenic and villages very specific and rather poor. But thanks to that, the local nature isn't destroyed by tourism. I have a feeling that the road will end soon. Now it's barely passable for a city car. And it's getting worse. We'll have to turn back and find another way to Lukomir. Okay, we couldn't pass the road through Umoljani. Maybe the road through Rushinovici will be better. Let's try it. Another small rocky road, turning it to gravel one. And again the road is not passable. We checked further. There were more and more patches of snow. Let's try the option through Babindo village. Finally, asphalt road, but not for long. From Babindo, a rather unpleasant road leads through the forest. It's bumpy, but in summer it's passable. But not now. Patches of snow get bigger with the altitude. Again, we'll have to turn back. Time for the last approach to reach Lukomir. this time from the west side of Bielaśnica mountain range, through Jepi village. It's very late, so we have to find a camping place. We have found some flat place for the tent, and we made the fire. It's too dark to decide if it is a good place or not. Good night. In the morning, we woke up in the pasture. And we didn't have to wait long for first visitors. Okay, it's time to go on our way to have a last attempt to reach Lukomir. Of course, the road soon gets bad. Very bad. At this point, we give up any further attempts to reach the village of Lukomir. But at least we have a chance to look at the specific scenery of Rudolia village. Let's make a stop for breakfast before we start the journey to another destination. Supermarket food, as always, healthy and nutritious. We found a really intriguing well nearby. I've never seen a construction like this before. Okay, we didn't reach Lukomir, so let's proceed with another target. A mountain head at Great Lake, Veliko Jezero. On the way, we have stopped at a very interesting place. A waterfall and a little canyon near Turobi village. This place is amazing. A really beautiful work of nature, but also very dangerous. The rocks might be slippery and the water stream is very strong. The best time to visit this place is early spring. In this time of year, dense leaves of trees don't obstruct the view of rushing stream. The stream hides some surprises. The color of the water may suddenly change. Time to go further to small cottage at the mountain Treskavica. This part will be shown in another video. In the next episode, we'll show you the area around Treskavica mountain, the Great Lake, locally named Veliko Jezero, the best free mountain head in Bosnia, which is located above the lake, crystal clear waters of mountain streams, national roads in unusual technical condition, and 3 hot springs in Banja Luka.